Well, we're going to start moving into the modern era of video game movies. Let's start off with arguably the only good one, Lara Croft's Tomb Raider.
I saw that in the theater, and I mean...
Before we get talking about the movie, I just need to ask you guys, what is your history of Tomb Raider?
I played the game since the beginning. My brother had the game, so I played all of them.
I didn't get into it. I've only actually heard of it recently because of the new ones. Because a lot of people have been talking about the new one.
Have you gotten a chance to play the new one?
No, I haven't.
It's a really good game.
I've been wanting to because that's what I've heard a lot of. I'm just hoping people aren't blowing it up out of proportion.
I think they finally fixed the camera issues. That was like one of the things that just I couldn't believe this franchise has been around this long, and they for the longest time never fixed the camera problems. But the new one I heard fixed the camera issues. I played Tomb Raider 3 on the PC. Mm-hmm. That was it. No, there was one other. I can't remember what the name of this one was. I just remember that I can't remember what the other game was, but the one I remember the most is Tomb Raider 3. Just because you can explore Laura's mansion. I used to have so much fun finding the guns and shooting the shit out of the butler.
Like in the second one, I used to lock him in the deep freeze or in the
cellar.
I
used to do that too. I think everybody was just abusive to that butler.
Well, he was annoying.
He just followed you all
everywhere.
What was on the plate?
It was like a tea set.
And when you got the guns, he would be like in camo and have like a target on the plate or something like that. It's just so much abuse. I don't even remember playing the game. I just remember abusing the butler. Because that's all you did. You just played around in the mansion. That was actually the first PC game I played. Now, with the movie, I cannot remember square one about the movie. I just remember liking it. What about you?
You don't remember something you like?
I've seen so many movies.
In order to like something, there's got to be something you remember about it, though.
Angelique Jolie in a skimpy outfit?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the half boob.
Well, there you go.
I remember the half boob.
You got something you remember then.
Wasn't there like some kind of Ed 209 looked alike?
Yes, that was in the beginning of the first movie. This robot she was having to fight against. There was a training thing for her. And,
there was a sequel to that, right?
Yes.
I think I might have saw that one. I think I saw that one, and I might confuse the two movies.
Yeah, that was where she had the skin-tight diving suit. It was awesome looking.
So, what overall, from what you remember, what did you think of Tomb Raider?
The movies, I liked them all. I thought they did a lot of good stuff for the game. Again, the games had their own storyline, but the way the games were structured, it was like this was just another installment in the story.
Yeah.
And there was a few things I was like, well, this isn't exactly like the game. Like the butler is not old and fun to hit, he's a younger guy. But again, I'm like, this butler makes better sense, and at least he's useful. When shit hits the fan, people break into the mansion, he grabs a shotgun and starts blasting people. The old guy would just be like, I really want to see, I mean, so
Mrs. Laura, can I go home yet? No, I'm not done shooting you.
And at least the good thing was you could have hidden behind him as an old guy because it's bulletproof, obviously. So you could just be like, get in front of me, meat shield, boom, boom, boom.
I just realized how cruel we can be to the elderly. You should just make a game like that. I'm just saying. All right. Now, have you seen the Tomb Raider?
No, I have not seen the movie.
Okay, so you haven't seen the movie.
Okay, but just from what we talked about, would you watch it?
I need a little more to convince me to just,
Well, both movies are pretty decent action movies, first off. They got explosions. They got hot chicks running around in skimpy outfits. They got fast cars. So it's all typical things guys would like. And there's guns everywhere.
It's like what you said last week. It appeases to the man side
part of the brain.
Yeah.
So plus you got it's like a Michael Bay film, but a good Michael Bay film.
Yeah, I was about to say this is starting to remind me of something very similar.
It's as if Michael Bay had an evil twin brother that would actually make good movies. He made the movie.
It's like Bizarro Bay.
Except Bizarro Bay would actually be the real Michael Bay, and then this one would be the Superman one. Yeah.
Alright, well, moving on. Let's just get right down into it. Bad ones. Now, when I think of a bad video game movie, there's one I think of that frustrated me so much, pissed me off so much to the point of where I couldn't even look at the games anymore. Resident Evil. I cannot believe they turned that into a goddamn franchise.
I thought it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
For me, I hated the movies when I first watched them. I have gotten appreciation for them now because I kind of separate, okay, Resident Evil fan over here, movie fan over here. As movies, they're actually really good movies. As Resident Evil movies, they're not.
They should have been called something else.
Yes.
Yeah, that would work. I actually do not hate the first movie. As far as it goes, it's probably the closest to Resident Evil you're going to get. And as your standard, standard generic zombie movie, it's entertaining. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
2, I find, is more of a slap in the face if you're a fan. If you're a fan of Resident, this movie just basically slaps you in the face. It's like, oh, you like Nemesis? Well, screw you. We're going to mess with him. We're going to make him Alice's old boyfriend.
Are we talking about like all the movies, even the animated ones?
Well, the anime ones those are better because they're actually from the games themselves. Like the CGI ones.
I was not aware of them.
Yeah, there's
with Leon,
Degeneration and Damnation.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made animated.
Yes,
there was.
And it's computer animated.
Yeah, CGI movies, and it has the characters from the game, the voices from the game, everything. And it's they take place like I think the first one, Degeneration, takes place shortly after Resident Evil 4, and it's a zombie outbreak that happens, and they have to fight against it. And then the second one takes place shortly after that.
How many of these movies have you guys seen out of this franchise?
I've seen every one of them. And I'm going to watch the new one that's coming out because I do like them as movies. I do like them as movies a lot, And then besides, you get to see Mila Jovovich in skimpy outfits all the time.
Yeah. In every single movie, the director finds some way to get her naked.
Yep. And I mean, you can't complain about that.
Yeah, she's a very, very attractive woman. For me personally, as a Resident Evil fan, I played all the games up into 4. Or actually, no, I played 4, 5. I played a little bit. I don't count 5 just because I played like an hour of it. So I don't really count 5. 4 was really the last one I played. I might be in the minority about this, but I really did not like Resident Evil 4. And I'll admit, my initial hate of it was childish. It was just because, these aren't zombies.
They're infected.
They're plants.
Yeah, they're the infected, because we're not zombies. We're something better.
Which reminds me of something, but that's for another day. I watched the last Resident Evil movie I saw. I did not see all of them. The last one I watched was Afterlife. The Afterlife is where I just tapped out. I could not take any more of this bullshit. It got to the point to where 3 won me back. I thought 3 was okay. 1 was decent for what it was. It's not really what I wanted as a Resident Evil movie, but it was, it was a decent zombie flick. 2 pissed me off, and I was like, done. I am done with this. Then watch 3. 3 won me back. I thought 3 was okay, and that one really did feel like Resident Evil. Like, there was actually stuff out from the Resident Evil games. Now, in the movies, there was stuff from Resident Evil. I don't know what the creatures are called in the games, in the movies and stuff like that. Like the thing that crawls on the ceiling.
The Licker.
The Licker?
Yes.
Yeah, that is in both 1 and 2, isn't it?
Yes. The Licker in 1 becomes more of a hunter at the end of the movie, but it starts out as a Licker and slowly morphs into a hunter.
All right. So 3 won me back, but it still wasn't quite what I wanted. I guess it was just that angry fanboy that just wouldn't be happy. Then I watched Afterlife. Afterlife, I don't give a shit that it has nothing to do with Resident Evil. I've long past stopped caring that it has nothing to do with Resident Evil. I think Afterlife just sucked as a movie. It just obnoxious shaky cam, bullshit CGI. Basically, all of my bullet points all molded into one piece of shit of a movie.
All your little pet peeves, just all in one thing.
Yes. I didn't mention all of my pet peeves because the list is long. But basically, it just encompasses everything. Just such an insult of a movie. I mean, I'm not even talking as a Resident Evil fan anymore. I'm talking as a person who likes good movies.
So, like from a movie, like person. Just,
I don't know how to vocalize this.
you know, you could always do like most people, yell, scream, hit stuff, get angry.
Hulk out.
Yeah.
This is not what I wanted. Bam, smash. But anyway, I did not watch any other Resident Evil movie beyond that. I basically have blacklisted the whole series at this point. A Resident Evil movie comes out, I know I'm not seeing it. I've given up. I'm not going back. You know, like if there's a Transformers 5, I'm not watching it. I didn't watch 3. I didn't watch 2. I mean, I didn't watch 3. I didn't watch 4.
I mean, it's like the CGI ones. The good thing about them is they're actually made by Capcom as well. Capcom has a hand in the making of them. So, like, video game, like a video game movie, I hate.
Yeah, the same thing for you.
I haven't honestly seen any video games really hit into movies because they're trying to be movies themselves. For example, like Battlefield, Call of Duty. You know, they don't want to hit the big screen because they're already big screen on themselves. Mm-hmm. People, you know, they pay. This is like a $60 movie you're paying for, though.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's an interactive movie at the same time, you know.
Well, I mean, like, the Walking Dead are interactive movies, technically.
Yeah.
They sell them for $15.
Yeah.